Estimates suggest billions of dollars have been spent training these LLMs. They can draft legal documents, they can debug some complex code. However, they cannot solve the simple task of comparing two lists of UUIDs. What is a UUID? For those that work in the tech world, you probably already know what these are. But for those that don't work in the tech world, let's go and briefly define what this is. UUID stands for Universally Unique Identifier. They are a 128-bit label used to identify objects in computer systems. They come in many different forms, as seen here. For our use case, we're going to use version 4. It's a safe bet that all major tech companies use these, if not all companies that deal with data. With these identifiers being so popular, you might think that a billion-dollar product would be able to take two lists of them and report on which ones have a missing UUID, right? One day, while working with some corrupted data, as my service errors were suggesting, I decided to log that data and throw it into the latest GPT model. I said, I have some missing data here. Can you find the UUID that is missing from this list of node objects? The GPT model came back and said, you're all good, nothing's missing, everything is accounted for. So to reproduce this experience, let's use this code here to build a basic tree structure. Inside this tree structure, we'll have node objects. The node objects will consist of an ID field represented by a UUID and a node IDs field, which will represent the children of a node object. We're going to output this, and I'm going to delete a couple node objects from the output to represent our corrupted data. And we're going to use this now corrupted data to test with the latest models. Now let's test. I gave each of the latest models the prompt, does every node ID have a represented node object inside the list? And here's what we got. Here's GPT-03 model. It says it was all there. Here's the Claude 4 model. It also said everything was there, but a little bit more verbose. And here's the latest Gemini model 2.5 Pro. I believe it came out a week ago. It also gave us the green thumbs up. So they all failed the problem. We know that the data was corrupted because we set it up ourselves. We manually deleted a couple nodes. So now let's take a deeper look into this. To get a better understanding, the first step is to take the prompt and tokenize it, a step all LLMs must do. For example, we're going to take these two UUIDs and we're going to send them through the same tokenizer that GPT uses. We see that each UUID is converted into varying size list of tokens. These tokens also overlap. Now imagine this times 50. When giving the LLM 50 plus unique UUIDs, it is handed a bag of fuzzy, overlapping, size-varying fragments. Also, with the UUIDs being spread across the whole prompt, its attention now has to start hopping around to try to make anything meaningful. The model never gets a single atomic UUID embedding, thus creating the perfect spaghetti prompt for the LLM to just start guessing. The simple problem that a basic developer could solve becomes a guessing game for the latest LLMs. If you enjoyed the breakdown of the simple problem that LLMs still struggle with, please subscribe to the channel, hit that like button, and I'll see you in the next one. And may all your UUIDs be unique.